Leon's last molt was in April over a year ago, so he's running several months behind that this year. I'm not necessarily worried, I'm just keeping an eye on it. And speaking of, his eyesight isn't the best right now, which is something that I see in him before he molts. And he does seem to be getting a little bit of a gap at the back main part of his shell before his tail. So, we'll see. Seeing this little cicada that wasn't able to make it out of its shell made me think about Leon and the times that he molts. Not the same situation, but shows transformations don't always go well. Lately, Leon spends a lot of time just hanging out, doing yoga, and grooming. This particular evening, we had a huge, quick, violent storm blow through, and we lost power. Obviously, losing power with a lot of aquariums in the house is not a good thing, and particularly in this southern summer heat when Leon's water needs to be chilled and kept cold. The 125-gallon rescue tank and the goldfish tank will be fine on temperature, but after a few hours, lack of oxygen will become an issue. So, at some point I have to decide when to set up a power generator. The whole neighborhood is out. There's a lot of debris, but Leon's house is fine. A neighbor a couple of houses up unfortunately got a lot of damage. A huge oak tree right into the center of their house. I checked with them and everyone was fine. Fortunately for us, electricity was our only worry. Leon, the aquariums, dinner, and all that. So, as a dude or a guy, of course I'm going to drive up the road and see where the problem is. It's a dude thing. We're going to find the problem and analyze it and see how long it's going to affect our family, right? A lot of trees down and debris, but this area has power. I'll stop into a convenience store to grab some snacks, in case this becomes a long night. Our power outage dinner tonight is roller dogs. Okay, I can't do roller dogs, but I can do these egg rolls and taquitos, and beer, of course. Back down the road into the darkness, I see where the problem is, not far from our house. We'll see how fast the utility crews can fix it. Leon will be fine for 6 or 8 hours, but beyond that, I'll need to have a generator up and running. Fortunately, the local crews did an amazing job, and Leon and the rest of our family had power after only 3 hours of darkness and silence. The koi pond gets reset. The aquariums are all back up and running like they should. Dinner for us was roller dogs from the convenience store. I know I'll pay for that tomorrow. Leon's getting salmon to celebrate the power being back on and everyone here is okay. And the little crab living in the corner gets a piece too. And everyone else gets dinner too in all the other aquariums. To follow up on the chicken story from the last episode, I bought a hen from a roadside vendor, and not long after bringing it home, this hen became sick. Then 3 of the 5 young orphan chickens we were raising here also got sick with a respiratory infection. Unfortunately, this young hen got the worst of it. It's weird to bring home a chicken to try to give it a better life, only to have it infect the other chickens and risk their lives. That's just one of many ways Mother Nature tricks us and laughs at our emotional responses, thoughts, and plans. She keeps us on our toes. I ordered a liquid antibiotic, and that quickly cured all of the chickens, except this little girl. So we've also been washing her eye and nostrils and applying a terramycin ointment. Yeah, I really should have quarantined the new hen that I bought from the vendor. I read a lot of the comments here, and I'm constantly amazed and impressed at the intelligence, expertise, skills, and caring of so many of the viewers with chicken care, aquarium care, live stuff. We're now starting to get eggs, and we have a constant supply of fertilizer for the plants. Eggs. I made the mind-blowing mistake this morning of trying to think about how eggs are made and how the shell gets around the yolk. It may be similar to the way Leon's new shell hardens after a molt. It's tricky to rock a rhyme that's right on time. We all know this. This rooster is named Caleb in honor of the Tennessee rooster. Some of you will get that connection, particularly if you've seen some of the t-shirts I've had reflected in Leon's aquarium glass in some episodes of this video series. Jet came flying in excitedly on his 3 legs from the upper deck with a gray tree frog in his mouth. We took it away as fast as we could, but he was already foaming at the mouth. He and the tree frog are both fine, but aren't the best of friends. 2 of our most social cats. Both of them will put their head between your hand and any other cat you're petting. Jack from the restaurant and Leo from the local shelter. He was found in a dumpster as a kitten. Jet has become our 2nd largest cat in the house, out of 14. Part of it, I guess, is that he doesn't get quite as much exercise as the other cats, but he's not really overweight. He's just a large cat. Kind of surprising. Baxter, our largest cat, isn't going to let me get any work done today. So it's the perfect excuse to get out and turn a work day into a play day.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
I have these lists in my head of spots I plan to go back to and photograph in a different time of season or under unique weather conditions. I also have lists of wildlife I want to track down and photograph. A fish on my list is the mottled sculpin. It's a beautiful, strange little elusive fish that comes out mostly at night. Today is a perfect day to try and find one and get a good close look at it. This is the upper Chattahoochee River, not far from where it begins. This water will eventually flow into the Gulf of Mexico over 500 miles from here. This far upstream, the water is extremely clean, clear, and cold, even in the summer. During the day, a sculpin is most likely going to be hiding under rocks, like this. This area is just beautiful, and I love having it all to myself for a while. Just me and the amazing animals that call this place home. One of the 78 or so types of salamanders that live in this area. Trout, which will eat a sculpin if they find one out. And little darters, about the same size as the sculpin I'm looking for today. Yeah, a question might be, why the sculpin? What is special about it? Well, first, it's a very cool, unique fish. And second, it's the challenge of it all, basically challenging myself to go out one day and actually find one and document it. I brought one of my koi nets to give me a fighting chance. Ah, that was faster than I was expecting. Or maybe I just got really lucky. Here it is, the mottled sculpin. Look at the huge pectoral fins and head. Reminds me a little of a pleco. But these have a huge mouth and like to eat a lot of meat. Just finding one up here tells us this water quality is very high. This has been a really fun day and a nice find. I snapped a lot of pictures. A box turtle came by to visit the chickens. One of my favorite local animals since I was a kid. Always fun to see one. I found something in my shoe. I thought it was an acorn. The chickens are still sorting out their pecking order here. And the sick little hen is getting better and starting to look healthy again. Today it's not Roller Dog. We're a few hundred miles from New Orleans, but this little Cajun restaurant in Dahlonega, Georgia has a wonderful Creole menu. And we have a break from the angry southern storms. Amazing weather. I always try to take advantage of a beautiful day, in some way. Abby's favorite sport all summer long. The koi pond here is built above ground with 6x6 timbers. I may do a video about the construction of it soon. An above ground pond is a good choice if you move often or if you prefer not to dig into the ground. There are a few downsides too. One I wasn't expecting here was a mouse climbed up in between the liner and the wood and chewed a hole through the liner. It took me a while to find the leak. I did find a lot of koi eggs stuck to the side of the pond. After the leak was patched, I refilled the pond and added dechlorinator. With the filter system stopped, I also started seeing a lot of tadpoles and baby koi in the filter. These won't survive long when the filter starts back up. And the big koi will eat any that are in the pond. So I scooped some up and took them into an empty aquarium in the house. I turned off the aquarium filter. Abby and I slowly acclimated the fry to the aquarium water. I think most aquarium keepers have a junk cabinet like this. I found an air pump and air stone to move the water so these baby koi don't get sucked into a filter. This aquarium is full of anubias, so these little koi should do well. A few will at least. A couple of tadpoles made it in too. Jet's on the sofa with me watching himself in the last Leon episodes. I guess he wanted to make sure his fur looked good. So yeah, Leon's claw-to-eye coordination and eyesight aren't the best right now, and the gap here is getting a little larger. His appetite is still really good though, so we'll see if he has another molt coming soon. That would be the third molt since he's been living with me. I'll definitely keep you updated. The little koi fry are doing well in the aquarium. I hatched some brine shrimp to feed them. They know exactly what to do. I also have a new YouTube channel called Brady2 that I'm dedicating mostly to video shorts. I'll have plenty of fun Leon shorts there, as well as exploring, travel, adventure, how-to, and other fun stuff in mostly short, minute or less videos. I'll pin the link below. Just click subscribe to catch all the fun video shorts coming, and other weirdness you might enjoy. If you want to wear some Leon and share some Leon love in your world, go to leonthelobster.myshopify.com. leonthelobster.myshopify.com is the only place you can get authentic Leon merch, which helps keep him fed and provides the aquarium supplies he needs, as well as supplies for Jet and the other rescue cats, and supplies for the 125-gallon aquarium. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and share it with other friends you think might like meeting Leon and following his journey. We'll see you soon.